Okay, so you guys know that I just bought the Nikon Z6ii and I'm super excited about it. But last week in my video where I did the unboxing, one of my commenters had the best idea. So thank you so much, Eric, for commenting this because this is going to be so much fun. He said to test out the new camera with the FTZ like adapter with the 35 to 70 lens. Now, this lens is one of my favorites and it's so ridiculous. I got this lens for 20 bucks. I did a video about it. I loved it. It is now permanently on my film camera. I mean, look at this. This is so cute. This is on the Nikon N80. It is just small enough to carry around. It's the perfect like focal distance, and it's an f3.3 when you're at 35. So it's beautiful. I love this. I love this lens, and it seriously goes everywhere with me if I'm taking film shots. But it is very old. It is pretty much a powerhouse. It has been used by, I think, 2 or 3 different people. I think I'm like the 3rd or 4th in line to use it. I bought it used, but I love it. So we're gonna test it and see what the images look like, how the FTZ adapter works with something that's this old, and just see what comes out of it. So I'm gonna pack up my gear. We're gonna go take some like sunset slash landscape photos and we're gonna see how it does. So let's go. Grab the bag. And do not forget about homemade cold brew, because photographers and cold brew go together. You just gotta. Delicious. Okay, let's go. I apparently chose the wrong time to leave to go take pictures.
A few moments later.
And we made it. I love this place. So I test out a lot of cameras and a lot of gear here because it's beautiful. I mean, like, look at these rocks and like the landscape. I love desert landscapes. Anyway, I am here a lot. I test out a lot of gear here. I just wanted to say really quickly before we get into this, I am shooting alone and I am in the desert. So as a female, I often bring like a knife or a like alarm or something with me for self-defense. I would highly recommend doing the same because you just like never know what's out here and what people are here, especially like shooting in the desert. There could be like a bobcat or something that you need to alert and whatever. So like be aware of your surroundings. I am like looking around as I'm filming, so I'm not just like mindlessly filming right now, but I just want to give you guys kind of my advice here. Be aware of your surroundings and whatnot. But we are going to test the lens on the FTZ, and I just mean, look at how it's just beautiful here. I love it here. We're gonna get into testing this. Let me put my cameras together. I might already regret doing this. It's so dusty out here. Okay, that's what it looks like on. Now let's put it on the FTZ. Oh my goodness, why is this not coming off? There, okay. Beautiful, beautiful, look at that solar flare in the background. Okay, and that is that on. Everything is on, good to go. So this is disappointing. It does say manual focus right in the upper corner. So right there. So I think that with these lenses, it's just not going to do it. It's just going to be manual focus only. The cool thing is when I do focus on the lens, it does show up in green saying when something's in focus. So at least I have that, but it is not trigger focusing, so that's sad. Okay, so I'm kind of struggling to find the types of shots I want to take. The manual focus isn't really throwing me off that much, I don't feel like. It is annoying because like I'm never going to use manual focus at a concert, so I am going to test out my other lenses at home and see which ones this forces me to use manual focus on. But the overall quality of the image, I am not seeing a difference right now, and like everything looks beautiful on the screen. The like focus helping, I guess, where it turns green when things are in focus, is really helping me a lot. So not super problematic, it's just kind of, I don't like doing it. I don't want to be manually focusing. But anyway, we're gonna take some more pictures and then head home. The Doc Martens are like the best hiking photography boot ever. Like you can hike on all of the things. I'm just out here trying to get a Nikon and a Doc Marten sponsorship. Guys, sponsor me. I love your shit. Sometimes you find some cute cactus. You gotta get on their level. How freaking cute. I have to say, the autofocusing on the Z lens is so quiet. So quiet. I have so many lenses that are when they autofocus. It's so embarrassing. And this one's silent. Love that. It's so freaking pretty. We are good to go, but I came into like an RC car meetup. Look at all those cars. What is going on? Okay, I just got home, had a great time. The only thing that I really complained about was the fact that it was manual focus only. Did not know that going in. I haven't tested any lenses with the FTZ, so not really a problem. I think that the lens worked great with the camera itself. It was just disappointing to use manual focus because I personally love autofocus. So what I did is I looked up what lenses the FTZ works on, and it says the AFI, the AFS, and the AFP work well with the FTZ adapter. So for example, this is a Nikon 24-70 and it says AFS right here on it. So this lens should work, and if I turn it on, you see right on the camera itself that it says, come on, focus. Autofocus is just not having the time with me right now. Anyway, it does say AFS, so it does autofocus with this lens, so I'm super happy about that because this is an older 24-70, so I wanted to make sure it works on that. That being said, I have a ton of lenses that won't work now with the FTZ. So for example, I have the 85 1.8, I have the 50 1.4, I have a 105 micro, and I, of course, have the one that we just tried. So the 35-70, still love it. It's gonna stay on my film camera like usual. It is good for me to know that these three lenses that I have are always going to be a DSLR lens, which isn't a bad thing. All three of these lenses are beautiful. I am obsessed with them. They work great on my DSLR. I'm keeping my DSLR so I can keep those. I have no problem using them autofocus on my DSLR. When it comes to using the FTZ adapter, I can use my two beautiful lenses that are honestly on my camera so often. The 24-70, like I said, works because it's the AFS, as well as the 70-200, which is also an AFS. I love this lens, fantastic lens. It is so heavy, it will probably always stay with my DSLR, but I'm very happy that I can use the 24-70. Kind of bummed about the other ones being manual focus. Again, personal concerns. That all being said, let's go back to talking about the 35-70, this $20 cheap lens, using that on the beautiful brand new Z6ii. These are the pictures that I got from it. I'm super happy with how they turned out. I think the quality is fantastic, literally no complaints. And then also I'm throwing in a few to compare with the Z lens, that 14-24, because that lens is beautiful. I loved shooting with it. Obviously these are different focal lengths, but side by side, I loved both of the images so much. So if you get a brand new camera, you can definitely use one of these cheap lenses with it. So love that. I am so happy. Every time that I bring the Z camera out, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful and it works with everything, even if it's manual focus. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Boston and I put out new videos every Sunday, so please come back and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!